Hello and welcome back to Arcurus Plays Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. So, we are gonna take a look at our transmissions for the Rosselhog Republic. But first, okay, there is a cantina here. There it is. We're gonna go to the cantina. We're gonna see what's here. Kill 30 warriors? Yeah, sure, we'll do that. That's just like an eventual. I would love to do this one, but like finding light rifle tier 4s though. We'll pick that up just because. Alright, let's see what Mr. Magnuson needs. Commander, I want you to know that I appreciate what you've done for Christian and the people of Rosselhog. Christian's heart was in the right place, but ultimately his faith in the Archon was flawed. I believe growing up in the Commonwealth has blinded him to what he did not want to see. That the Commonwealth does not care about our people. They only placated our desire for freedom as a way to leverage our people to fight against House Kuritan on their behalf. To all the House Lords, the people of Rosselhog will always be their lesser. This is why the only way for our people to truly be free is to have an independent Rosselhog, one that is able to forge its own path away from the machinations of the great houses and their delusional desire to rule over a reconstructed Star League. I have faith that time is coming soon. With Christian's battle mech regiment, the hypocrisy of the Tamar Pack exposed, and House Kurita's loosened grip on their own territory after the Fourth Succession War, I believe that the people of Rosselhog will soon have the courage needed to stand up to the House Lords and say that enough is enough. When that time comes, the people of Rosselhog will need allies loyal to our cause, or at least our money. I hope I could count you among those allies that would come to our aid when the time is right. My resources are now tied down with supporting Christian and his people. In a few years, when they are settled, I wish to reach out to you and your company once more. If you still believe in helping the people of Rosselhog, I may have an important job for you. Until then, Commander, I wish you safe travels. Okay. I think we'll finally do this. Here's the plan. Our clients are part of a large farming combine, so I'm going to drop you in as close as I can to their main population center. From there, you'll need to make your way to the city center as quickly as possible to repel the Inferno attack. Simple farmers, these people have no way of protecting themselves against those infernal forces. So their only hope is you, Commander. Okay. We're finally gonna continue the story. But first, battle mechs. Because, we gotta paint you up in our colors first. Loadout. Alright, let's strip everything out to begin with. And look at what we're dealing with. Okay, maximum armor. We'll drop 2 points out of the head to have some good have to open up some stuff. All right, so what can we get in here besides a heavy rifle? We can't put any of our damage though. It only fires once every 10 seconds though. Well, it's something a little bit more sustained than that. This AC-10 burst fire. We'll fire once every 2 seconds. It hits like a heavy rifle. .621. This LB10X AC though has better. There's better range. Let's get spread. It's got the same spread. 500 meter max range, 15 damage. .621 at 18 damage. We'll go with this one. .40 rounds. We can fire this a lot. So we'll give it 2 tons of ammo. Let's take a look at the lasers. We can put in some really good large laser short burst. Be another 10 tons. Well, let's get our double heat sinks in the engine. We can start talking about missiles. It does have a large missile slot. This will take us up to 90 tons to throw this Artemis in there. So the Artemis is going to improve the spread. So it's going to make their spread tighter. Not sure what I have as far as but I'm gonna put this in here because that could be a lot of damage. And then I'm gonna put a good LRM-5 up here. So we've got basically an LRM-25. So we're gonna put some ammo in here. Maybe that's too much ammo. I don't know. Then we're gonna be like, it's double heat sink time. Because I don't know what else to put on this thing, really. Other than a bunch of heat sinks to take up ammo. The only other thing I could kind of think of doing is replacing large laser short bursts with large pulse laser, or the large laser short bursts with large pulse lasers. Because we're looking at 12 damage, firing every 6 seconds, 7.8 heat. It's twice the heat, but twice the damage, and firing faster. I think we'll drop an LRM ammo and a double heatsink, and drop these for large pulse lasers. So this is going to fire once every 6 seconds, a little bit less than that. And in those 6 seconds, I'm going to drop 12 heat. The LBX doesn't create much heat. If I combine it with the LRMs, that'll actually be... will be a little hot, but managing this isn't going to be too bad. So we're going to start this work. And then we're going to go to Mac upgrades. And this is going to be like basically a primary mech for me. So we're going to get in that extra damage for all the weapons. Maybe extra heat capacity. But we're going to go with extended sensor range. Energy range and velocity. That'd be good for PPCs. Let's look over to what we have. We're going to go with heat containment. It's going to increase our heat capacity. So instead of heat capacity being 50, it'll go up by 5%, which is just a couple. But that should let us... yeah. But that should let us... go hot for a little longer. That by itself was 3 million C-bills. Okay. Where? Okay, we've got to go all the way down there. Okay, that's out of range. So it's going to take us a bit. Hopefully we don't get any priority transmissions or anything while we try to take care of, you know, main stuff. Maybe we'll do this while we're here. I would also like to follow up okay, we can get to Athena, we can get to Merrick. We can't get there. That Atlas refit's done. It's out of range, but how far? Not too far. The upgrade's done. We've bled like 3 million C-bills on the way. But, oh man, is Black Inferno going to have a surprise? Alright. What is this? The Duchy of Andoran versus the Magistrate? Coalition of... Okay, this is our campaign mission. Mission type, garrison duty. Okay. I know what that is. Alright. This is an open call to any mercenaries and authorities in the area. We're under attack by a band of unidentified raiders. Black Inferno. Okay. $260 tonnage limit. Funny. I mean, that is the lance we're running. Actually, I need to look at Mr. Cave. There's nothing in here that makes him weaker. Nick might not be our, he might not be our missile boat pilot anymore, actually. We're gonna swap Jake and Nick. Nick's gonna go in the Jaeger mech. Jake, I'm sorry. I am gonna put you on the bench. Because Liana... she's going to be piloting our support mechs. Well, Centurion generally loses the least. So we're going to try Jacob in the Centurion. Nick's going to be our Jaeger mech pilot. I mean, and this is going to be the lance we take. I still really find it funny. We're this far in. Like, we started in 3015. It's 3031. You know, we've been using this Centurion for the better part of 16 years. It's still in the lance. We're still using it. And better yet, it's basically still set up the way I left it. I'm going to change these weapon groups back, actually. For the sole purpose of heat management, actually. Because the arms, I can aim up higher than I can with the torso. And if I aim up that high, I'm actually creating extra heat for myself. So it's more for heat management.
Okay, Commander. Time to save lives and win some hearts and minds in the process. The forming combine's main population center.
I'm a former member of the U.S. Army who
if there are any Inferno forces in the area,
deployed and fought in Iraq. I know all about winning hearts and minds. And about how it doesn't work.
With extreme prejudice, huh? I can definitely do that. See you in a bit.
Good luck.
Here's how it doesn't work, by the way. This is, I believe this is called insurgent math, okay? So, for every insurgent you capture or kill, he probably has 4 or 5 people who are on the fence or not as extreme as he is. And generally, remember, these are all people, okay? These are all people, and so when you capture or kill an insurgent and, you know, his friends on the fence are going to be not very happy about that. At the same time, they're also not very happy about, like, let's say things like being occupied, basically. And they just want to go about and live their lives. They're the people who want to be left alone. And so, whenever you successfully capture or kill an insurgent, you are basically creating more insurgents. You are likely creating more insurgents than you captured or killed, thus never really running out of insurgents. And the more you capture and kill, the more you're agitating the population. That's insurgent math. That's why Hearts and Minds doesn't work. Because you can't get on people's good side as quickly as you can piss them off. It seems like a really simple concept, and that I'm very much oversimplifying counterinsurgency operations. Yes, I am. I absolutely am.
Looks like we found a place, Commander.
I probably should not
Nothing on scopes at the moment.
shoot into there.
Don't get comfortable. Hostiles have been reported in the area.
Welcome, Mercenary. We're grateful you decided to take our contract, and not a moment too soon. We're detecting enemies on the approach as we speak. Let's hope you're worth your price tag.
Oh god.
New target, Javelin.
Gladly.
Of course there's mechs, like, immediately.
Contact. Enemy forces closing in.
New target, Locust.
Oh, we can't have that.
Target acquired.
Roger that. We have a hostile tagged. Let's blast it to nothing.
Score.
Solid copy. Let's cut loose on the priority target. Ah, there is one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Wait. A marked tank? What was back here?
Acquired.
More hostiles entering the combat zone's perimeter. Brace for additional contacts.
We have to get out of this city.
That VTOL is on our list of targets. Let's make our quota.
Quota made.
Target acquired.
I see the target, Commander. Let's hit it. Knock that mech out.
New target, fire.
Roger that. We need to smash the requested target.
Incoming missile. Critical.
Oh, I have to stay away from that.
Nailed them. Mech down.
Incoming missile.
Roger that. The pilot's dead meat. They just don't know it yet.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Roger that. We have a hostile tag. Focus all fire on it.
Heat critical.
Great shot, Commander. Drinks on me after that one.
Okay. Is there more somewhere?
Target acquired.
Copy that. We need to hammer the designated target.
There's another one out here somewhere.
Target acquired.
Tangos appear to be bringing in additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
parts.
Target acquired.
Turned him into spare parts. One of our assigned targets is flying in.
Target destroyed.
We're displacing to you, Commander. Negative. Target's keeping their head down.
Acquired.
Solid copy. We'll give them hell.
New target battle.
Oh god, that was a bad idea.
Target destroyed.
Okay.
Target acquired.
Solid copy. We'll give him hell.
Heat critical. Incoming missile.
Okay, he's just got some LRM-15s. If we push him...
The housing structures have been destroyed.
The area is taking a beating, Commander. Don't give them the opportunity to cause any more harm.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Target destroyed.
Lay into the Commander's target.
Target acquired.
This core is open.
Target destroyed.
Alright, let's go back and get that cicada.
No target info. I see the requested hostile, Commander. Gonna melt it down.
Target acquired.
We need to focus fire on that hostile.
Okay.
My scope is lighting up with more targets converging on your position, Commander. Stay frosty.
Negative. Don't chew me out. Can't force a shot, Commander.
New target.
Roger. Getting in range on the priority hostile. Send full fire on that hostile. Blasted that target into oblivion.
Target acquired.
That matches the class of beetle we're after. Take it out.
Target marauder.
Let's bag the commander's target.
Fuck.
Lift down, lift down.
Target
Copy
acquired.
that. That pilot should kiss his ass goodbye.
Okay, I lost a laser.
Double that pilot, Commander. That machine's cooking.
New target.
All weapons on the commander's
God,
target.
kill the Victor. So what have you got? AC-20? stupid AC-20s down.
Roger that. We have a hostile tagged. Let's blast it to nothing. Target crumbled like a house of cards. Nice work, Commander. There are some very grateful people down there. And taking another shot at Black Inferno sure does feel good, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Head to the extraction point. I'm on my way.
Roger that.
We lost the Marauder a second time. Maybe we lost the double heat sinks in the torso. We lost one of our good ER medium lasers too. We'll have to rejigger around the that was probably mine. Did any of my double heat sinks drop? No. Yeah, we basically lost on that mission. They cored us. And we lost an arm. Mission accomplished, Commander. Infernal forces are bugging out. Combine is extremely grateful we were able to intervene and have already released our payment. While you were taking care of business on the ground, I contacted Spears and filled him in on what we were up to in this system. He's going to send an advanced exploration team from IE to investigate and survey the area. If there's a Starleak facility of some kind on the planet, Spears' people will uncover it. He's also promised us a generous finder's fee should that happen. Could mean some serious cash. Never a bad thing. Anyways, excellent work. Okay, so we have to speak to Fahad because, yeah. Yeah, because that thing barely exists right now.
Hey, boss man. Keeping me and the crew real busy lately. Glad to see the contracts rolling in. Like that. Doing a bloody good job too, gotta say. Just one thing though. You and your fellow pilots might want to dodge the enemy's fire a little better, eh? We're running triple shifts after some of these jobs. And I know you're doing your level best under the circumstances. I get that, I do. It ain't easy. All I'm saying is, try to bring the mechs home with all their limbs still attached. It's not too much to ask, is it? No, it isn't, mate. It's pretty bloody reasonable, I think. Well, there you go. Some friendly advice on the house, Gov. Gonna get back to work now. Catch you later.
And now let's talk to Rihanna. I mean, it's fine. It's good to finally be on the main quest again. You know, it's only been 16 years.
Hey, Commander. Thanks to Spears' people, we now know we're somewhere within Inferno's current sphere of operations. However, we still haven't been able to pinpoint the location of their base. What we have learned is the name of the man who killed your father, the leader of Black Inferno. Name's Andreas Kane. He was loyal to one of the Marek factions for a while, making a nasty name for himself. He was responsible for several massacres as well. Of course, that was before he struck out on his own and set up shop as a mercenary. After that, his trail runs cold. Unfortunately, that means there's a lot we still don't know, like how Inferno became as big as they are, or who their current benefactor is.
Andreas Kane. When we find him, Rihanna, I'm gonna tear him and his mech limb from limb.
I have no doubt, Commander. But we need to find him first. I've been scanning the comms looking for any mention of Inferno activity. Not 10 minutes ago, I picked up a distress call from a nearby port city. They've come under successive attacks by a mercenary group and are asking for immediate help. Sound familiar?
Sure does.
The distress call had this image embedded in the transmission. It's a map of the city and port. I think it's best if I drop you down here, just outside this farm. You can proceed from there into the main city itself and ensure that it's protected. The port is nearby, over here. That's where I'll pick you up once the city and port have been secured. Questions?
Nope. Plan sounds good.
All right. Get us where we need to go, Commander. I'll keep monitoring the situation.
Roger that.
All right. Star map. We lost money on that last job. We really did. I basically was doing stuff I should not have with this mech. Alright, so we only lost one double heat. Well, we lost 3 double heat sinks. Let's hit the repair all button, see what happens. Alright, we're going to drop this laser. We're going to move you from here. Because we have a less good one that we're going to put up here. $1.4 million C-bills on that one. Alright. Lock and load. Okay, same plan. Why? Why, game? Why are you like this? We'll drop by at Atreus, see what's there. On our way. While we wait for our mechs to refit. There's a battle master here. This actually might be worth picking up. Because it has the active probe and countermeasure slots. Confirmed. We'll pick that up. We're gonna put this Battle Master away for now. So we're gonna replace it with this. And we're gonna put the Thunderbolt away as well. We haven't used it at all. I have no LRM-20 Artemis ammo. I was also wanting to be here for the cantina. Collect a crab. Collect some locusts. We're gonna travel around too. A heavy trench blade. I wanted to utilize the Artemis on this, but sadly I can't. So I'm just gonna put a stream. We'll go straight here. I think I might cut down to just one mission. One mission per. So we've spent a lot of time traveling, equipping mechs, that sort of thing. That's interesting. For large laser. See what they have at the cantina. Target acquisition gear. Does no damage, but I want that. If I came in here and saw LRM plus Artemis ammunition, like in here, I'd be a little miffed. Let's go to our operations, objective logs. We have encountered no banshees, so we're gonna abandon this. We don't encounter enough warhammers for this. So like killing manticores is probably the way to go. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. We are going to continue on with the main quest of the base game next time. Thank you for watching. This is Sarkuris, signing off.